Hi everyone. Today is a little bit different than the normal classes, so if you work out with me all the time, I've switched it up a little bit, and today is just called the super exercise. We are going to do the superman, superwoman, super person exercise in numerous forms today. I'm excited. You should be excited. You need a ball, you need a mat, some hand weights, light. Go light. And if at any point we need to get rid of those hand weights, get rid of those hand weights. I need a stopwatch because you want me to time this. And away we go. Okay, so to start with, we're gonna do a standing crunch. I'm going to come off the mat as it's a little bit easier to balance. You're going to put one foot up on the ball, and this opposite leg that's on the floor is going to be bent just slightly. I have light weights in my hand. If you need to be at a wall, you most certainly can. What we're going to do here, we're here for a minute. We're going to come up and we're going to hinge back, and then you're going to exhale and reach past those toes, or the thought of reaching past. So this is slow and controlled, little extension, and then exhale, reach. So we're here for a minute. Most of my classes, all of my other classes, we go through a circuit 3 times of 6 exercises. Today is once through. So you're going to work through each exercise or through this whole workout with me once through. Again, if you're super eager, by all means, we can go through it twice. Couple more here, but a very different setup today than what I normally do. Little extension back if your back enables, and then exhale, reach. Okay, next. I'm putting weights down. If you're super strong, go to town. We're pivoting. The same leg that you were just using on the floor is going to stay on the floor. Same foot that was on the ball is going to be up on the ball. And we're going for a warrior 3. So if you've done yoga, that's the pattern we're going for. We just happen to use the ball. Shoelaces are on the ball. Planted leg bent tiny little bit. Let's get going. You're going to hinge from your hips. Both hips pointed towards the floor. Both shoulders pointed towards the floor. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale, stand tall. If super advanced, you can reach those arms all the way out and get long like the letter T. Exhale, come on all the way up to stand. So again, we're here for a minute. Each exercise is 1 minute long. You're going to control that hinge. Both hips pointed towards the floor. You can have arms down by your side. I think of a rocket ship for some reason. Really actively pushing here, or arms, biceps by ears, actively reaching there. And then you can stand all the way up. So lots of variations, lots of patterns on this. Just because you do one version for one set or one rep doesn't mean you need to stick with that the entire time. You can do a few with your arms up. Last one here. We should get a nice big stretch down the back of that planted leg. The ball is helping us work our core. Good. Come on down onto your tummy and trying to throw us off our balance. So now we have, again, our supermans, our super person, super woman. Fingertips touching, toes touching, fingertips lightly on the floor. We're here for a minute. Opposite arm, opposite leg. All right, let's chat. I want you to think of getting in line with your torso. So you're actively pushing with that leg and actively reaching with that arm, and then nice, easy control on the down. Thumb up towards the ceiling, fighting to keep the ball nice and still. I have a slow control lift, tiny pause, and then a slow control on the down. If you want to play, you can close your eyes. And if you really want to play, you can close your eyes and lift your hand off the ball, or off the floor, off the ball. Really fighting, again, to keep that ball nice and still. These are slow and controlled. And I'd like your head in neutral the whole time, except every now and then, by all means, you can have a little peek at me. However, really fight for that head in neutral. We have 10 seconds left here. Remember, this is once through today. Just really working on our super person, super people, super power exercise. Last one. Nice big long reach and down. Okay, you get to lay on your backs. That doesn't mean it's going to be easy. We are all going to come on down to our backs. We have reverse superpower person people exercise, which means fingertips are touching, toes are touching. So my toes are at the back side of the ball. We're here for a minute. Opposite arm, opposite leg. So on this extension, there's a light little tap and then back up. Easier will be a rest down and then a controlled back up. Harder is a tap, shoulders away from ears. Tummy pulled in nice and strong. So as my leg and arm are reaching, I'm really fighting to keep my low back locked into the mat. If you find that's too much, I'd like you to go to a bent leg with a heel tap. Most important is protecting that back. That's what we're trying to do here, is stabilize our whole core and strengthen our core. So if our low back's arching off the ground, we're losing that contraction and really possibly even hurting our back as opposed to helping our back. I'm sure we're almost there. Yep, a couple more seconds. My internal clock was going off. Okay, last one. Really, really strong and controlled. Really, really strong and controlled. Come all the way back up. All right, hopefully I didn't wreck my hair too much. Okay, come on onto your tummy. So we're back on tummy. If at any point it's too much having your tummy on your ball, come on onto hands and knees on your mat and really actively push away from the floor here while doing the same pattern I'm teaching up on the ball. I know some of you do not like being on your tummy on the ball. So our next one is super people, super person, superpower overs. Okay, can't see my stopwatch. I know you guys want me to. 1 minute here, opposite arm, opposite leg reach. Then we're gonna try and find that heel. Then we're gonna extend back out and then we come down. And opposite side, opposite arm, opposite leg reach. You're gonna come back, you're gonna try and find that heel. Some of you may flounder around, and that's fine. To each their own, and then down. I'm sure it makes the exercise a little bit more interesting. So all of those principles we just had in place with our opposite arm, opposite leg reach, come into practice here. I'm reaching up nice and strong, thumb towards my ceiling, arm out to the side just a tiny little bit, in line with my torso. Then I bend that leg and I reach back with my arm, try to find it. I reach all the way up for that extension again, and then down. We've got about 20 seconds left. You can always take that opposite hand off the floor to make it, woo, a little bit more challenging. And then if you're crazy, you can try closing your eyes. I don't know if I've ever done this one with my eyes closed. Obviously, I have not. All right, last one here. Let's end on a high note. Nice and strong and stable note. All the way out. And rest all the way down. Okay, back onto the mat. We have 3 moves left in this special little something I put together for you today. So 30 seconds on one side here, 30 seconds on the other. You're going to make a ball sandwich. You're gonna have one foot on the floor, then the ball, and then your opposite foot on top. Hands can come under low part of your bum to help protect your back if you need it. If not, arms are by your side. We're going tummy nice and tight, and we're lifting up, and then control the down. Now, all those principles that applied on our reverse super person apply here. Tummy tight, back flat, really, really strong. Tap down makes this harder, and then a rest down here will make it easier. Shoulders relaxed. We have 30 seconds on the one side, really working through those lower abdominals. Transverse abdominal starts all the way, deep tummy muscle, blah, blah, fancy word. Comes all the way down into the low part, smaller part of your low back. Last one, and helps protect and stabilize. And a lot of people are really weak in that. Good, switch sides. So that's what we're fighting for here. Now, that was a really fast switch, so I'll let you get settled. The ball needs to go on top of the shin, and then our calf is on top of the ball with our toe pointing straight up. Range of motion is going to affect this one. So lift, breathe, tummy tight, belly button pulled in, heel tap, or a rest. We're here for 30 seconds, right? And then we have 2 exercises left. I said, by all means, you can float through this a few times. But my expectation today, or my thought on this class, is a little something that you can add in to stabilize our back and really focus on core strength and core stability without all the added fluff of some of the fun that we do in ball class. Last one here, last one, and rest. I know I'm getting warm, so hopefully you're feeling it too. Okay, we're coming back up to where we started, but backwards, if that makes sense. Okay, we're going warrior 3 on the opposite foot. I did not forget that we have 2 legs. So, opposite foot's on the floor. My left foot was on the floor before. I'm now starting with my right. So we're working back to the top of our circuit. We have arms by side or arms up. And we have 1 minute here. We're going to hinge, warrior 3. All right, planted leg, knee bent slightly, shoelaces on the ball, big pull down the back of my leg. Oh, and that's my microphone, I promise, if that's the string you see. Good, nice tall up. All right, hinge, flat back, really long through torso. If you're super advanced, super strong, biceps by ears, and then dig in through that heel, squeeze through glutes, come up nice and tall. You should not feel any pressure in your low back here. All right, hinge, shoulders away from ears, fingers relaxed. Really think of trying to turn into the letter T, dig in through the heel, T. What's Canadian? Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons is Canadian. Turn into the letter T for Tim Hortons. Hinge, really, really working through the back of that hamstring, low back, all the way up, nice and tall. Last one, so getting nice big stretch and working through that glute, through the back of the leg, really lock out those arms, up tall. Now we're back to the top. And we can grab those weights or not. Okay, that same foot that was on the floor stays on the floor. Foot that was on the ball is on the ball. We're working in that opposite pattern to balance out. Still working through back as we go through this extension. If extension is not comfortable for you, don't worry about it. Checking my timer, and 1 minute. So arms are up. You can have no weights here. Hinge back. If it's comfortable, look up towards the ceiling. We hinge from hip, getting a nice big stretch now on that leg that's on the ball. And we're going to think of reaching past those toes, chest out, eyes up. Arms straight. We come up, we hinge back just slightly, working through our back. If it feels comfortable, if not, do not hinge back for me, just go tall. And then think of reaching past those toes. All right, breathing. I said I'm getting nice and warm here. Big open, and then exhale, close. So to me, I'm being nice, and I've incorporated some stretches into our workout. Really, I said, using a lot of that super people pattern today, and then balancing out a little bit with a few other moves, but still working, really focusing on core strength, core stability, core balance from core maximus. Did you catch that? Good, little extension. And last one here, last one. Nice, big, big reach. That was awesome. Said, that's it for today. If you feel like it, by all means, go through this twice. Really pay attention to your back. If you're finished, there's always the cool down that you can go to. Get a nice big stretch on Core Maximus's YouTube page. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you pull in that superpower people feeling, and have a wonderful day.